Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Siam. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, it's almost 1938. We are getting closer and closer to the Second Weltkrieg. And again, I just want Japan, lovely old Japan over here, to make me, just invite me to their faction. That's it, just a simple request. I don't like them, but they like me, trade partners. Got different ideology, but that's fine. I'm sure that's completely okay. 100%. Anyways, research. What do we want to go? So it's just hit 1938. Still a year ahead of time, most of you. Let's go for one more little resource extraction. Maybe we can get some more civilian factories out of this by trading. Definitely would not mind that. And I'm assuming Bulgaria has... Yeah, Bulgaria's lost the war, lost territory to Romania, Serbia, Greece, and to the Ottomans, so they're just really having a bad time right now. But overall seems relatively normal. Bulgarian government's been overthrown. They are now a republic, which... What faction does the republic join? Economic Affairs, Bulgarian Navy. Oh no, it's like, I don't think I've ever even seen this tree before. Path to Peace. Oh no, this is the one where they do this, and then they can immediately get overthrown again. They can get like an alliance or peace treaty with Serbia, try to make amends. But I don't know how well that's actually going to work. We'll just kind of have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, because Russia annexed White Ruthenia last time. Latvia will probably join the International at some point. Probably get killed. I mean, maybe get killed by the Reichspakt. I mean, they have Riga and they have Lithuania on their border, so it's a little bit hard to say. Without White Ruthenia here, and with the back of the Russians probably in Estonia, who really knows? The United Provinces of China. Did Japan get involved in the war? Okay, federal government's been proclaimed. No, United Provinces of China is not the same thing as the United Fronts. They're two separate entities. The United Provinces has been proclaimed in the south. Federal government, welcome to the world stage. What do we want to do right now? Got 2 military factories. Could get a stupid amount of rubber, which wouldn't hurt. 1 civilian factory, some tungsten. Is there anything we actually need? We need aluminum, but I don't think any of these actually grant aluminum. It's steel and tungsten, mostly. So let's go for 5% stability. I mean, do we need the stability? It's kind of like a hard question. Like, what do we actually want to take? You know what? Jungle combat training. There's a lot of jungle in the area, and I'm not too sure when exactly we'll actually end up back at war. Again, the Indo-Chinese Union... They can theoretically attack us. I don't know when, and I don't know if they actually will. But it is something that we do need to keep in mind. Peninsular direction. I mean, that's Cambodia. As you may notice, Cambodia right now is part of my country. Yeah, so you do this. Cooperate with Siam is independent, totalist, syndicalist, radical socialist. We're not, so you need to train revolutionaries in Cambodia and Laos. Try to destabilize Siam and then challenge our hegemony. Could you, like... I mean, it's like, at the same time, it's like, I don't want you to do that, because it seems like it's going to weaken me, but at the same time, I do want you to do it. Okay, we got Nawari Arabia. They declared war on the Ottoman Empire. Okay, so they had this massive civil war just to immediately declare war on the Ottomans, which they will almost certainly lose, because you have, what? 2 to 6 divisions, the Ottomans have 12 to 75. Which will just allow the Ottomans to puppet Arabia. That seems like a mistake on your part. Okay, Norway's gone for the Entente. Very rare, actually, recently, that they've gone for the Entente playthrough. I feel like it used to happen a lot. But now it basically just does not happen. Because the Reichspak's looking pretty good. The International is looking pretty bad. I mean, they might get CNT. We'll have to see kind of what the SRI does. But like most of their allies, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, they're both social democratic. I'm not too sure what you need to do to join the International. I mean, Mexico's involved as well, but that's not saying too much. And Russia's not going to join. So I think the International is going to be having a really, really weak game. I think it depends more on what Russia does here than what the French do. Also, I'm not researching anything because I'm dumb. Research this. Electrify the nation's 150 political power. We can open a correction center. Why not? Let's open a correction center in 180 days. So you guys have joined the Revolutionary Fronts. I mean, the Revolutionary Fronts, I believe, can join the International as well if they unify the Central America. I mean, Chile... I mean, this is a weird-looking war, isn't it? Chile's been split in half. But Argentina and with Paraguay not having to fight Bolivia, Paraguay's been having a good time down here. Guatemala joined the Revolutionary Front. So it's basically everybody against El Salvador. Lovely. 1939 is a little bit too expensive. We really don't, I think, have the production for tanks at the moment. Honestly, let's go for the 1934 fighters. Upgrade our Air Force in that way. Because I feel like we should already have... Oh, don't zoom all the way down here. We should already have more planes than most of our neighbors. We have 142, 0, and 0. And I don't think that's including the planes we actually have in reserve, which... I mean, okay, isn't a ton, but it's not nothing either. Crank you up to 300. Close air support. Deploy you as well. Crank you up to 200. And then just slowly start filling up our aircraft for now. So are you preparing literacy campaign? No. So you've done Peninsula Direction, then you immediately decide to, you know what? Books are cool. Yeah, looks like the Nanjing Clique's going to defeat the left KMT. The Qing are going anti-concession. So they're taking an anti-German stance. Which I think will lead to... Actually, no, the Nanjing Clique... You're pro-Germany. Well, you're medium cooperation right now. But Nanjing and Qing probably will not cooperate. If they're doing such different things. Also, Arabia's dead. Of course they're dead. Like, who could have seen this happening? Haiti has united the Hispaniola, even though I think the Dominican Republic will rise up again. In, like, another war. Yeah, so the Ottoman Empire, they own Arabia, which usually is a pretty weakening... it's a weakening element for the Ottomans, because the AI likes to defend the entire border there. But with the Ottomans just owning all of Arabia, it makes the front line for them much easier to defend. The AI will have a much easier time dealing with this front. Madrid still has not fallen. CNT's looking pretty good, though. Judicial reform, lessons of civil war, combat training. In urban environments as well, war support, defense of court, attack and defense of core territory. Also, let's get this resealing factories. Usually, I don't consider defense and attack and core territory that good. It's good if you were losing, but if you're not losing, then it's kind of worthless, right? Like, if you're Russia and you've attacked and defense and core territory, and you've been pushed back to, let's say, here, it's useful because you can actually, get some bonuses here. Or alternatively, if you are, say, like what's the country here? Are these claims? I think like who has cores? Because technically these are claims as well, and not. Yeah, okay, like this is a core territory. Like if Flanders theoretically is invading in Germany, and they were invading into these two provinces, they would get the attack bonus in here as well. But like the amount of places where that's actually meaningful is very, very small. Because like with France, right? This is not considered core French Republic territory. It's a claim. Which means even if France had attack and defense on core territory, they wouldn't actually get it applied up here. Which is, strange. So do you think El Salvador could possibly beat all three of these countries at once? I mean, it's not... I was going to say it's not possible. I mean, you'd have to be very, very... No, they're definitely going to lose. I'm sure a human player could do it. I don't think the AI has a chance. So, I mean, Mechlink's doing pretty well. Looks like they will kill Mongolia. The war in Tibet typically becomes a little bit more of a stalemate because of the, the mountains in the area. Are any of you guys preparing to do any wars? Not as far as I can tell. You sent some volunteers to the left KMT, but that's I mean, they're not long for this world. Let's just put it that way. Okay, legation cities, they are going pro-Japanese. They're opening Vladivostok. Get a loan from the Russo-Asiatic people. CNT's taking some territory. I mean, the Carlos actually took way more land. Like, they don't have any troops down here. So, I mean, CNT will probably just easily sweep up the south. Okay, Japan's announced their ambitions. Which means that they have finally gone for Hakkan Iku. Host a Tokyo conference. Host a conference and give me an invitation. Let me join your faction. And then we can do some fun, aggressive, expansionist things. We still need more aluminum. Just import some aluminum from the French. That's fine. At least right now. Get our Air Force up and running as much as we possibly can. I'm surprised you, again, like, Carlos, they didn't have any troops down here. Even though I guess they have taken Gibraltar somehow. Okay, so the Republicans have won in Greece. Bulgaria, I mean, they're still a republic. They haven't, failed in that quite yet, but maybe they haven't done a path to peace. Okay, Nanjing has defeated Left KMT. Russia has defeated Lialash Orda. Turkestan has taken some territory as well. But of course, Russia's going to immediately invade Turkestan. Like, why would you not, right? They're pretty easy targets. Just a little, you know, waltz into their territory, annex the whole thing, and have a great time. Still want to electrify the nation. It's going to do 2 civilian factories. But we will get some construction speed, factory output, base stability. All nice little things to have. What are you doing? A journey to the west? I mean, we can't just fight wars yet. We need to wait until we're at 75% world tension. And I don't think that's going to happen until the Second Weltkrieg actually begins. Like, once you two are at war, that usually boosts world tension up to about 100%. And world tension 10% because of the United States. You join the Cairo Pact. Yeah, the American Union States, they are, I mean, they're definitely going to lose. How many men have died in the American Civil War so far? America's lost 765,000 men. It's already the bloodiest conflict in American history. And the first tractor, let's go. Farming efficiency plus 50%. Wait, what? I don't think farming efficiency's gone up. I don't know how much what that means in terms of Hearts of Iron 4, but thank you for the farming efficiency. Maybe I'm sure it's just like an Easter egg or like a little joke. But I want my farming efficiency, damn it. Okay, let's turn all these off for now. Wait, no, Siamese-Burmese War. No, this is for integrating, but I want to go to war with Burma. We need Upper Shan, Lower Shan, make it into cores. Fully integrate them. Is Lower Shan not a core? It's not. They have really high compliance, but they're actually not a core population. Turn these off. Did I not turn them off before? Nobody's in basic training. Do I need anybody basic training? Yeah, we have a lot of basic infantry equipment, so you know what? Let's train up, let's say, 5 of you for now. Just 1. Actually, can I even afford... No, I can't actually deploy more units right now. Was it gonna... I guess we can go to, like, war economy. Because we're still in civilian economy. Which is not the best. But, I mean, I also don't see a reason why we need to really increase it right now. I'd rather... Actually, no. It's way better than electrifying the nation. Immediately begin early mobilization. We can now probably deploy... Probably about, like, 30 divisions, I would take a guess. That's my estimate here. Sublime Ottoman Federation. So the AI's again done the thing that I was not actually able to do in our Ottoman campaign. Which is kind of more of a... shameful on my part. Let's get industry up. Paraguay's taking 2 states. They've annexed these two regions here. Patagonia's taking some land. So this will probably become a spot for the International to get a little bit stronger. Again, we might even see you join the International as well. I'm not too sure where the Social Democrats lead. What was that? Oh, something I don't care about. I don't know where the Social Democrats lead the Pro-Bolivian coalition. If they're syndicalist aligned or not. We'll have to wait and see. Education reform. So get some agrarian cooperatives. And do we want to do a communal approach or an export-oriented focus? I want some more population. One factory. It's a lot of population here. You're both one. I mean, 1% research bonus industry is not bad. Chile joining the International. And 1% recruited population is down here as well. I think we might want to become an export-oriented rice production. Infrastructure building, transportation. Yeah, I think we want to become export. The research bonus is nice. But a little amount of factory output. I mean, I guess it's what? Yeah, it's 2%. 2%. On top of a 2% stability modifier. The monthly population is already here. Same with crew population as well. Yeah, no, I think this... Yeah, this is basically completely obsolete because of Granary of the World. Unless this has some other downside that I'm just not made aware of in the events. Like maybe if you do export focus, then a famine might strike Siam. I'm not too sure. Because otherwise it seems like one is just strictly better than the other. Let's go for the 1938 research. Probably should have gone that again a long time ago. Yeah, we'll go export focused. You can become the rice basket of the world. Feed everybody some tasty rice, and the Ottomans will be going to war very soon. I do think CNT is going to end up winning eventually. There you go. We've opened up some political prisoners. Send them over there. And we'll probably go one more on rifles here. Are we missing guns? No, we still have 3,500. But I mean, once war actually breaks out... Oh, we got another national government over here. The KMT have once again risen up. Or at least I think you're the KMT. I'm actually not too sure. Everybody basically is declaring themselves to be the federal government. Yeah, so Mongolia. Now a puppet of... Yeah, Maklik. So actually, can I see what people are actually know? The Chinese options are actually disabled. I don't know when they did that. Because I know before every single country on Earth got to see what alignment the Chinese warlords were at. I'm assuming they changed to now only if you're in China do you actually see those pop-ups. Which, I mean, it makes sense. Right? That, you know, usually the countries that actually have an interest, maybe Japan can see as well. It makes sense that they might have an interest. But other than probably, you know, China and Japan, I don't imagine anybody else has those options available to them anymore. Or at least I'm assuming China still has those. They might not. They might be room for them as well. Okay, but CNT has taken Burgos. So the Callist... It's not in a great spot. 165 to 125. Like, are you all core? No. So, I mean, theoretically, the AI does not know this, but if they just steamroll their way towards the north, like just this little spot here, they would win. But again, the AI doesn't know that, so we won't try to confuse them. Which might happen, depending on the circumstances. So, Austria, what are you doing? Are you going status quo? No. You need to do military occupation because Hungary owns some territory. Because Hungary took territory out of Illyria, you cannot do status quo. Which, I mean, I guess actually makes sense that you can't be status quo in that situation. And you can't do this. Because you're not the overlord of Slovakia or Transylvania. Okay, Argentina's declared themselves a republic. You're at war. Electrify the nation. Probably still, you know, just worse than partial mobilization. Okay, so before we are 28. Not quite where I thought we were at 30. But I mean, close enough. Could be a lot worse. What are all you guys doing? Natal's joining the Entente. Southern Rhodesia will also join the Entente. Portugal probably might actually intervene in the war. We'll kind of have to see. So, because what are you guys going to do? Okay. And the SRI is now invading 2 Sicilies. They've annexed the Pope. You guys are actually you're actually national populist. I don't think I've seen you guys go national populist before. The Organic Kingdom, Organic Legal Code. And now the Qing and the defending government are at war. And I don't know what Japan's doing. But I think that at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoying, click thumb down. You want to see me, subscribe. And goodbye.